Greetings. My last talk was about our daughter Libby and how she had remembered a hymn that we used to sing in church growing up. And I've had some time to think a little bit further about that and just ways that our children, by our children I mean my own children along with Jan, have taught us. There's that wonderful introduction to Getting to Know You where it says, there's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that if you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. And I think that applies to parenting. If you become a parent, by your children you'll be taught. I can think of three very poignant moments, in some case funny moments, where we learn specific things from each of our children. And I'd just like to share a couple stories, three stories with you. I'll start with Libby. When she was young, about 4 years old, she was fascinated with "For Unto Us a Child is Born" as part of a Christmas album that we had. And she would sing along with it faithfully in her bedroom upstairs when she was on her own. And one time I was passing by her bedroom and I heard her singing the words to "For Unto Us a Child is Born." And instead of singing "Wonderful Counselor," she sang "Wonderful Fabulous." Now, I don't know where the fabulous came from, but as I was standing there, it occurred to me that why not have a fabulous Savior? Why not have the joy of someone who can counsel and save us? And I felt that was a good thing to learn. Sometimes we're too serious about things, and it's good to know the joy that goes with knowing our Savior and the child that's born to us. The next story is about our son Jay. When he was about 8 years old, Jan was giving the children's story. Jan and I used to work together as pastors, as co-pastors. And our son Jay was listening to his mom give the children's story. And the particular passage that Sunday was about when Jesus asks the disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter says, "You are the Christ." And so Jan was explaining this to kids who are under 10 years old, what that all means. And at one point she said, "For those of us who believe, Jesus is the Christ." To which Jay said, "Even if you don't believe, he's still the Christ. Even if you don't believe, Mom." We had no idea we were raising such a little theologian there. But it was one of those moments where you realize that, yeah, they've been paying attention. And it's important to know that if they are paying attention, that we give them the good information. The last one is our son, Ben. He's the oldest of the three. And I was shopping with them, getting presents for Jan's birthday. And I thought what I wanted to give for four of us, because there's three kids and I was the fourth, was to get a nice cross for Jan to wear on Sunday mornings with her robe. And so we went to a religious store and found this really beautiful metallic cross. And as I was going to pay for it, I felt this tug on my jacket. And Ben, who at that time was about 8 or 9 years old himself, said, "But Dad, Jesus was crucified on a wooden cross." And I just went, "Oh, he's right." He's right. And he just looked at me like, "Why would you get such a fancy cross? It's the wooden cross is what you need." And so I said, "You know what? We'll get both. And the first one, the wooden one, will be worn every day. It'll be the everyday cross. And then this metal one can be for Sundays. Is that okay?" And he said, "Yeah, that's okay. That's a good idea." We have such a privilege working with these little human beings in our lives. And I hope that as we go along, we pay attention to the ways that our pupils can teach us, the way our children can teach us. Not only are they paying attention to us, we need to pay attention to them in terms of what's filtering through for them, and to give them the best education they can receive in terms of how to be one who loves God with all their might and neighbor as self, who learns the joy of a Savior and knows that no matter what, Jesus is the Christ for us. Something to think about, and good luck with all the children and pupils in your life. God bless.